Hi guys, back again. So now we're continuing on, and we're going to make some grass down here also, and a little path. So why don't we decide where we want to put our little path? So we get this little path coming down here, and it continues out here, and then maybe we can just make a little wiggly line, and then we can widen it at the bottom, okay? And then we take this path, and as it comes down, of course, it's going to get wider. So then we'll just take it and we'll bring it down and put it wider at the bottom. Oh, okay, so then now that's our little path, and it's going to open up a little bit here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our nice flat brush, Bristol brush. This one's a little bit soft for me. I'm not too happy with it, but I'm going to try it. But any Bristol brush is good. And this one here is a size 12, but yeah, 10, 12, it's pretty good. And you can pounce it on your hand just to spread it open a little bit. And then you're going to tap it in. We're going to do our underpainting again now for our grass. So we want dark colors. So I got my green and my black. Okay, so I got green and black. You just tap it into each other. So you got green and black showing. Might even add a little bit of blue just to tone it down a bit. Okay. And so now what you're doing is you're just tapping again, tap, 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 tap. Okay, and you're just tapping, and tapping like this gives you that texture. As you can see, it's not soft like this up here. That's just rubbing it on, you know, and painting it on. But this, look, see, as you're doing this, you're getting texture without having to do very much at all. Tap in the green again, a little bit of black, a little bit of blue. Bit of green, was too much blue, and that's nice and dark there. See, the darker the better, because that'll be your underpainting for your highlights. And as we come forward, we're probably going to, you know, have some nice light spots there, because it's pretty bright back there. So you know now the sun is coming down here too. It's not going to forget us all the way down here. So I'm just tapping into my green and my dark colors. Okay, so as you can see, it's almost making the grass as we just tap. Okay, so just tapping around. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, tap. So, I mean, all this tapping that you've been doing in this painting and all these bushes and highlights, you should be able to do a beautiful painting. Grass and bushes and trees. Make up your own painting using some of these techniques if they help you, and or whatever other techniques that help you. You can takes a few years to get it all together and what you want to do, and some people can do faster, but sometimes it takes lots of practice. So here we go. So now we're on the other side. Leave your little path alone. But see, I didn't mix, see the green and the black, how, now you're probably getting a glare, so you probably can't see it, but when it dries a bit, I'll show it to you before I do the highlights. But as you can see, look, you're getting all this texture just by tapping with a Bristol brush, flat, okay? You could also use, you could try a round brush. As long as you're tapping and you got the colors separated like that, you still get some nice results anyway. You can also try a fan brush. We'll be trying some of that stuff now in our highlights. Fan brush and some other brushes just to show you what you can do with the different brushes. Because brushes are important, very important. And how you get your nice textures with different brushes. Here we go. All you're doing is tap, 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 tap. And you can see, if you don't move your brush the wrong way, like I said, stay in control, stay in control. When you get to the edge of the path there, just hit the line. We'll be fixing all that up after, don't worry about it. Okay, but don't go too far into the path because we might lose our little path. So make it easier for us. Let's just try and keep our grass from going into the path too much right now. Okay, so look, see that? So you got lots of texture just by going back and forth with green, a little bit of blue, a little bit of black. Tap, 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 and you got all your dark underpainting now for your grass. Okay? So I just want you to try that. I don't want to make the videos too long. I noticed some of my videos are almost 20 minutes long. Some of these I don't want to go too long because I don't want you to get bored or anything. So let's just leave that at that for now. Okay? I'm just going to show you a couple little touch-ups I did with the cabin there while I'm waiting for that to dry and do another video. I'm just going to get a little tiny brush. There it is. A little brush, a little tiny liner brush like this, like we used on the cabin, because we're working on the cabin. And what I did was, I took my little bit of yellow paint and I went around the door here, just to give it a little bit of an edge, okay? And I get a little bit on the edge of this window here. And I put a chimney up here. You can't even see it. I'll redo it. So you just make a chimney by drawing it in with your brush. Okay. There we go. It's a little chimney. So you get that chimney going, and then you do some highlighting on it by putting on a little bit of yellow, a little bit of brown, a little bit of brown. I haven't got any brown. Here we go. There we go, some brown. So I'm gonna, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of brown, and just put that on the right side of it. There, just put that on the right side. It's not dry yet, so you're probably gonna just move it in. So we'll just wait for that to dry a little bit. So, as we're doing some little touch-ups, I took a little bit of red paint with my little liner brush, and I just went down the edge here. So these little details you can fix up now while you're waiting for your grass to dry there. Okay, so this is the time now when you're doing this, when you do a part of your painting and you need to wait or you don't want to blow dry it. You just do some little highlights or little touch-ups that you think might need it. So you just put a little bit of red on there. You can even put a little bit more red on your roof. You can go back in here again and put some more red on your roof. So any little things that you want to do while you're waiting, you go right ahead. So I'm just going to put a little bit more yellow on the edge of that chimney so you can see it. I'm just starting on the edge first. See, there's the edge. Then I'm just going to pull it in. It gives you a little more control. Okay. Okay, I lost some of the color because it's still wet. But when that's dry, you'll be able to do that better. But put a bit of yellow on the edge and pull in. And then if it gets too light, you can always go back and put a little bit more black in there, just to get the shape back in. And while we're waiting for, I'll show you one more thing, and then I'll do another video. So you, like I said, so you won't get caught up on one video. Just take a small, flat Bristol brush. We've used this one before. And I want you to dip it into a bit of white. Okay? We'll make a little bit of smoke coming out of the chimney. See if we can do that. So a little bit of white and a hint of blue, just so it won't be pure, too white. It's like, it's almost more white than blue, but it's still got that little bit of bluish color in it, okay? And, like before, we want dry brushing on, so we'll take that and wipe it off. And then we'll take this and make these little circles of smoke. Whee! Probably going over that way somewhere, okay? And that's so simple. You just touching little circles, and you can even see your trees through. So that's kind of nice that you can see stuff through. Because smoke, you can see through smoke and steam and stuff. All right, so we'll leave it at that for now. And then next when we come back, we'll do the highlights in the grass, and we'll work on our path. So see you in the next lesson.